important training, and I believe that by His grace you will get what you need in this training. We are not treating poultry agribusiness in general. This is a professional training on poultry feed formulation using locally made feed stuff. A poultry feed formulation and formula that can give you an average of 6 kg in 8 weeks and 4 kg in 6 weeks. This is the target of this training. So if you are here, you don't have any idea of poultry at all, you are still in the right place, because feed formulation or feeding poultry birds takes more than 70% of the total poultry investment. Out of 100, 70% goes to feeding. So if you write any examination and score 70, you are already in A. Therefore, if you be able to handle your feed, you have already succeeded in your poultry agri business. The feed formulation we are treating in this particular training is not only on poultry, it's in livestock in general, all the livestock, because that is why you see they call them livestock feed. All this feed, commercial feed you see, you can use them to feed even your rabbits. The only thing you do is to amend the formula. Maybe layers need more of calcium, broilers need more of protein and fat, cockerel need more of protein, and other poultry birds also. So the only thing you do is to adjust the formula to suit the particular animal you want to feed. Another thing is the feed texture. Is it pellet? Is it crumble? Is it mash? Is it fermented? All these depend on the type of animal and the time and period you are feeding them, and your own choice also. In this training, we'll look at the feed ingredients that are required for poultry and livestock. We take a holistic analysis of the cereal grains, the poultry sources, the fat and lipids, the minerals, and the feed additives. Day 2 of this particular training, we go into the nutritional requirement of poultry and livestock, poultry birds. Each of the poultry birds, especially the broilers, noilers, cockerel, layers, guinea fowl, duck and geese, turkey, and few others. We look at their feed and nutritional requirements, what they need to give you the result you require. We also look at the factors that affect the nutrient requirement of each of those poultry birds. But we may consider or focus mostly on broiler, layers, turkey, noilers, and duck or geese. Duck and geese have similar feed formula. Turkey has a different feed formula from other poultry birds. But many people use broiler feed to give their turkey. Turkey requires higher percentage of protein than broilers. That is why you see most of the turkey do not give you the required weight or required result you needed at the time. And that is why many farmers lose their turkey during brooding. If you are here, you have been finding it difficult to brood your turkey, your young turkey poult, after this training, things will change, because turkey, let me use the word young turkey, that is the poult, that is the young ones, the young breeds, requires higher percentage of protein to enable them move up. Remember that turkey is a partially blind bird. They don't see like other birds. They find it difficult to see. So that is why many people brood turkey with noila, cockerel, or broiler, most especially broilers, to help them start eating quickly. But if you are brooding them and they are still eating starter feed for broilers, it will not give them the required result. Because they are very slow in eating. So because of that slowness, they eat little quantity of feed. And because of that little quantity of feed, before they will be able to accumulate the quantity of nutrients they require to help them survive within the first week of life, they need to consume more of that particular feed. And since their own body system cannot take or accommodate large volume of feed, they are denourished, and therefore they die within the first week of life. And you give the death a name of one particular disease or the other. The problem could be from the feed formula, because the feed formula is lower than what they need, especially the protein content of that feed. Turkey poults need higher protein content initially for them to move up. On the day 3, which is on the 20th of this month, we'll go into the feeding requirements of different stages of birds. We have talked about factors or nutritional requirements of poultry birds, factors affecting the nutrient requirements of the birds, classes of poultry nutrients. Then we will now go into the requirement, that the feeding requirement of different stages of birds. When we talk about different stages of birds, we are not talking about starter, the quantity of nutrient they require. Those nutrients includes protein, it includes carbohydrate, it includes fat, it includes the minerals, it includes the vitamins and other supplementary additives. What quantity do each of these birds need at different stages? That is starter or super starter, grower, finisher, layers, spent layers, and the rest of them. On the day 4, we go into feed consumption and body weight for male and female broilers, because I know that majority of the farmers here are into broiler production. Therefore, it is very important that we focus mostly on broiler and layers. Then we also look at the turkey diet and their feed, because why I want to consider going into this turkey is because you hardly see any farm that do not have 1 or 2 turkey in their farm. And majority of the people, we are into hatching. We know what people pass through. After hatching, most of them, we're into commercial hatching. After hatching their turkey, you hear that it has died. Oh, my turkey died on the way. My turkey died after 3 days. My turkey died after 5 days. It's because they are fed with ordinary poultry bird feed. If you are using ordinary poultry bird, maybe starters, grower, finisher, and rest of them, you must doctor that feed to suit the young turkey or the poult. Then we go into the water consumption for chicken, for layers, for broilers. the quantity of water they need to absorb the feed you are giving to them. Many people neglect water. They just give water anytime they like. They just feed the whole can, feed the whole drinkers for them. It is not like that. There is a quantity of water they require. If overdose of everything is bad, if they take too much water or more water than the food, they will pull or they will give out water and stain the floor if it is on deep litter system. And once they stain the floor, what will happen? There will be enough opportunity for pathogens that will cause different either virus or bacteria to emanate from that particular floor. And once that happens, you are best catch one infection or the other. And during the infection or during the treatment time, they can never measure up again. Any bird that suffers from any form of sickness can never meet up with the weight again, because other ones will grow up or grow bigger than them, and they can never meet up. It's just like you are traveling from Abuja to Lagos, getting to Lokoja, Kogi State, your vehicle damaged. Even if you like, run 1 million speedometer, 1 million kilometer per hour. After spending 3 or 4 hours, a driver of keke that have been driving slowly for over 5 hours to Lagos must have gone too far that you may not even be able to cross or to pass the person. That's what happened in birds also. So that's why you don't allow your birds to have any form of sickness. The training we're giving you, the guarantee we're giving you on the feed formulas, because we're going to give you more than enough feed formula. More than enough. Those feed formula will give you the results. But if you allow your bird to catch any form of infection, maybe due to your own poor biosecurity or poor management principles, that bird can never give you that result. Because once they are sick, they hardly eat, they hardly drink. You start treating them. And those antibiotics are bombarded them with will do what? Reduce their body weight. And once they get healthy, they will start learning how to eat afresh. Before they get there, they have already lost a lot of weight. So you cannot meet up. Yeah, you will not think that the formula did not work. No, the formula works, but the only problem is infection. We now go into the nutrients levels or feed evaluation. Feed evaluation. How to evaluate the feed you have developed, the feed formula you have developed. The nutritional value of selected local feed stuff, because the main purpose of this particular training starts from day 5. So if you are joining us in day 4, you are not late also. In this day 5 or on that day, we are going to evaluate different local feed stuff. These feed stuff are what you throw away or what people throws away. Some of them will even, if you go to them and say, please, I need this, they will ask you, what do you want to use it for? You say, no, I want to use to test something. They will even help you pack it for you. You put in your vehicle, use it and produce your feed. And when they see you on the road, they will still greet you. Oh, thank you, sir, for helping us to pack this our date. Because for them, it is date. But for you, it is a valuable poultry or livestock feed ingredients. So we're going to evaluate each and every one of them from different locations where you can source them and how you can source them. If you are in the south, what local feed stuff are available? If you are in the east, what local feed stuff are available? These feed stuffs are the ones that are not being competed with human beings. Remember, most of the commercial feed stuff deals with ingredients or stuffs that are competed with human beings. That's why they are very costly. If you talk about corn now, corn is very costly because corn is used in different forms, from bakery, biscuits, flour, and the rest of them. All these companies, all these units are all struggling for this corn. That is why it is always expensive. But if you have a substitute for corn, you will now reduce the quantity of corn you put in your feed, and that will drop your feed formula. It will drop the cost of your feed also. Assuming you are able to discover a feed or a stuff that is a waste, that people throw away in dustbin, you are able to pack it and come back free of charge. You only spend vehicle or barrow that will take them to your farm. You are almost making more than 30% profit. So we're going to treat all these local feedstuffs available in different regions. If you are in the north, what are the feedstuffs available in the north that people throw away? Or even if they don't throw it away, they don't have value for it. Even if you are going to them, they will just collect any amount of it. Take it here. And this is what am I doing with it? You will not take it. They will know that it is a very good feedstuff for you that will help you to reduce your costs. Those terms are called household. On that same day 5, we're going to look at how to substitute high-cost feedstuff with household waste and still maintain quality. What to put in your do-it-yourself feed formula to make it richer than the commercial feed and give you better results. On the day 6, we'll look at feed formulation. Points to consider. What are the necessary points? What you should bear in mind. What you should have at the back of your mind when you are formulating feed. That is the principles, the concepts, the strategies, and the secrets you should have in your mind before going into your own personal feed formulation. We'll give you different formula. All these formula have been tested. They have been satisfied. We have used them. And most of all this feed stuff we are going to teach you in this training have been well tested in our farms. We have been using them, some of them for over 20 years. How do we go into this? There was a time rat was disturbing us in the farm. Everywhere rats. We decided to poison the whole place with rat poison. We placed the rat poison all around corners of every part of the farm. Behold, we killed more than one full 25-liter paint. That 25-liter paint bucket was filled up with rats. You see different sizes of rats. The rats are even bigger than our broilers of that time. Kai, what do they eat? You see, some of them eat this, they eat this, and what they eat is the waste we throw away from our kitchen. The waste we throw away from the farm. We say, if the rats can eat these things and grow big, they are all living things. That means let us make research how well this thing will serve us in poultry business and reduce our costs. We'll now enter into the research. It's far back since 2006. When we started research, we started verifying some of the nutrients, the contents, the nutritional value of each of those products. We discovered that some of them are even richer than the normal soya bean cake, granite cake, and the rest of them they use in commercial feed. And most of all these are very expensive, and because they are being competed by human beings also. So, but these were wastes that the rats, the rabbits, the bush rats, and all these things eat. We throw them away. We don't even know that they have value more than even the ones we spend money to buy. Some of them we travel far back to Jos to buy them, without knowing that we have them at home, and we throw them into dustbin. They cause nuisance to the land. They help the rat to grow bigger and attack the farm also. So at the end, we were able to produce a very solid feed that was giving us higher percentage. That time our layers egg could not even enter on that plastic crate unless the paper crate. because they couldn't enter. If you place one, you have to search for smaller size to put in between. If not, they don't enter. I'm telling you practical what we did. The egg, people were coming from different places looking for egg. Different places. They say, which kind of feed do we use? It was our own feed. That's how we don't even have enough. We don't even have the machines to crush the feed. What we do was we go and crush somewhere, floor our part of our farm with cement, then use shovel to turn them. After turning, we give it to our birds. They lay heavy eggs. Others were, as of that time, they were selling egg, a crate of egg at that 350 that time. We were selling 500, and people were still buying it. So these are some of the motivational factors that help us to go into this research. And God have helped us. The research has been working for years. And the secret is what we are going to teach you in this training. It's a secret. People have been paying for it. Most of our people have paid for it. They know exactly what they achieved. Many here in this particular training have been to our farm. Some even travel right from far place from Nasarawa State to come and verify if actually what we are claiming on social media was right or not. Some of them are here in this particular, and they are listening to me now. They are here. Most of them will even brought the birds out and ask the attendant, how old is this? They will tell them. They will put it on the scale before them also. They will see the size. Some of them marveled. So it's a reality. The fact that you did not pay anything does not mean it is a scam. So that's it. It's by the grace of God. God have given you the opportunity, and it's a unique one because it may not repeat itself. So take the opportunity. Be serious with the training. You are going to know it. We'll also go into different poultry feed textures, crumble. We'll go into the pellets, how to pelletize them, the difference between crumble, the difference between the advantage and disadvantage against each and every one of them, the one that will give you better results and other things. We'll also give you analysis of different feed formula for higher weight and jumbo eggs. The secret of how to get average of 4 kg in 6 weeks and 6 kg in 8 weeks. You have a very clear video, and you watch the video of how to go about the processing, because most of these ingredients is not that you just get them and put them in your feed. You must process them, because some of them are acidic. You have to pass through some process to remove. Some of them are infected with one pathogen or the other. We will show you how to remove all those things, or to reduce to a barest minimum, so it will not disturb your feed or it will not disturb your bed. So most of these items will teach you how you process them for good use in poultry business and poultry feed. Then at the end of the training, we have our books on feed formulation poultry. It's about 550 pages. At the end of the training, you can back yourself up with that particular book. Maybe from time to time, if you have any issue, you go through it. Please, for your own information, this training is live. We don't have a copy of it. It is not saved in any. I'm just giving this training as exactly as you are hearing it from me. We don't have any copy of it anywhere. So these are the areas we're going to cover. If you have questions and comments to make, you ask before we go back to our day 1 point or topic. Thank you very much. As I expect, few questions